Gary Famlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that is very important for those of you, working on blues improvising, blues soloing, working with the minor blues or the minor pentatonic scale to do that. And this is something that I call the axes, I guess, of the boxes. And it's really something that I just want you to think about. Now, I've done other videos where I've gone through all of the 5 boxes. You likely already know all of the 5 boxes, but it's very easy when we do those boxes to get tied up on seeing them only one way. So for example, we have box 1, key of A minor. Right? Most of us are pretty comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with that already, obviously you're going to need to get that way. But, pardon me, what a lot of us don't realize is that all of these notes, here, 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 and here, are one end of box 1 and the other end is box 5. There's a hinge, basically, right here on all of these notes. So if I play box 5, right? I have my 3rd finger there. Notice that I get the same set of notes. Okay, obviously I have one extra here and one extra here. But other than that, they are the exact same notes. And so it's really easy, you get like a lick. And you don't think about the fact that you could play it down here as well. Okay? Or same thing happens, right? If we're going up box 1, right? The one that's, I'll say, on this end. Now, you may have heard me call this left facing and right facing. What I mean by that is, let's say my root is underneath my 1st finger. To me, the rest of the box kind of falls this way, which is to my right. So I call this a right-facing or a body-facing pattern, as opposed to box 5, where once I've used my 3rd finger on the root, the rest of my fingers tend to happen down there towards the headstock, to my left. So I would call that a left-facing pattern. And I can similarly, if I take box 1, and I think about these notes, sorry, don't mess that up. They are the hinge between box 1 and box 2. So I encourage you to be able to sort of see these hinge notes, which in this case, like between boxes 1 and 5, are right here. So I should be able to take any of these notes and play the rest of the box. Okay? So if I choose the right side of the hinge, I got box 1. If I choose the left side of the hinge, I have box 5. And you don't have to play anything fancy, right? I mean, licks, if you've got some cool licks, great. If you don't have cool licks in that particular box, I know where you can get some. But aside from that, you don't necessarily have to have a cool lick. The whole point here is just to get comfortable seeing, as I call it, this pentatonic hinge between these boxes. Again, with boxes 1 and 2, it would be right here. So that I'm either in box 1 or box 2. And I can do that from any of the notes. Okay, with box 2, right, I have these notes. Right? Now, being able to see them like this without actually playing the whole pattern is part of the exercise. Okay? And so I have, again, box 2 or 3. And then from box 3, sorry, I have box 3 notes or box 4 notes. And box 4 or box 5. Again, depending on which side of that hinge I want to play on, okay? So this might seem like something that's kind of a little heady, a little esoteric, a little, whatever you want to call it. The easiest way to approach it is just when you are sitting down, and this is something that I encourage you to do on a very regular basis, if not every day, close to it. When you're working on improvising, when you're working on soloing, just put on a jam track and play. Turn on the radio and play. It doesn't really matter what you play over. There are times that you need to just experiment. You need to just play, try some stuff. And you need to do that a lot, right? So in that process of trying, you can put on a jam track and you can say to yourself, all right, I'm going to go through, I'm not comfortable with, say, the hinge between boxes 1 and 2. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to go, okay, here's the notes. I'm going to put on a jam track that's going to play and I'm going to mess with those notes. In fact, here, I'll put on a shuffle in A right now. All right, so here we go. First thing I'm doing is play that hinge. Not all of them are going to sound great or perfect, but that's not the point. Then I'm going to decide where. Play to that side, play to this side. Now we'll play back to this side again. Now I'll play to this side. Now I'll go back to this side. Now I'll go back to this side. Now I'll go back to this side. Back to this side. Now I'm going to play through that hinge one more time just to really solidify that in my mind. Then I might decide to go between the hinge between boxes 2 and 3. So I'll be on this side, then down to this side, then down to this side, then down to this side, then over to this side. Then I might want to do again. Right there's my hinge. So here's 3, 4, 3, 4. And you get the idea. Obviously I'm not playing anything that's groundbreaking or earth-shattering. That's not the point. This is a visualization exercise. It's all about being able to really, really, really see those notes, see those boxes, see those patterns, and yes, see that hinge that all of these boxes rotate around. You can call it like an equator or an axis or a hinge or whatever you want to call it. It's not really the point. All of these boxes, all of these pairs of boxes share a group of notes, and if you can visualize and play and see those groups of notes, those shared notes, it just makes the connections a whole lot easier when it comes time to move around between the boxes. That's all there is to it. All right. So as always, I hope you dig the lesson. If you have guitar playing friends that you think would dig it, I hope you'll share it with them. If, like I said, if you do need licks, I know where you can get some. I'll leave links near this video. And as always, I'm Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.